Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, slash evening, slash night, slash morning, wherever you guys are from. Today, we are going to have a taco mukbang, and we have a torta right here because these tacos are very small. So I was like, well, I mean, you guys know I love tortas and everything, so yeah. Let me go ahead and give you guys a quick rundown of what I have today, or what the tacos are of today. I have pollo asado, carne asada, al pastor meat right here, and I think al pastor is probably my favorite kind of taco of all time. And then my torta today is carne asada torta, and these things right here, you guys, I believe these are pickled carrots, Mexican pickled carrots, and these are delicious. They come with jalapenos. I didn't put any jalapenos in the little baggie because I can't do jalapenos. You guys know my spice tolerance, but I love eating tacos and tortas with this. Oh, it's delicious. In the corner right here, we got Whitney. Whitney's back. She just got washed. She's nice and clean. I'll go ahead and give you guys a link down below for the coldest water. Go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually very hungry. I haven't eaten all day, so let's dig in. What I'm gonna do is put some limon. Yes, sprinkle some there. Some salsa verde, some green sauce. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna start with this actually. Take a bite of this torta. That's so good. This is actually a new place that I'm trying out. It's called Rancho Viejo Mexican Grill. Mexican Seafood and Grill, I believe. I know it's Rancho Viejo. It's in Huntington Beach, and their tortas so far are so good. I'm gonna go ahead and try the tacos. Wow. Those tacos are so good. So the carne asada tacos are really good. Now I'm gonna try the al pastor ones. Whoa. These are pretty bomb. This is pretty good so far, not gonna lie. So you guys know, in my last video, I told you guys that when Kim was sitting in, that I would hear like voices or somebody talking while I was in the shower and stuff like that. Well, it happened again. It happened yesterday actually. We were getting ready to go to South Coast and everything. Do a little bit of shopping and everything like that. Oh. So I was taking a shower, and Kim was in here in her makeup room and everything, and she was getting ready, she was doing her makeup and all that stuff. So I was in there, and again, it was the same thing. I heard somebody, but this time it was kind of like, it wasn't really like a female pitched voice. It was a little lower pitched, I don't know. It didn't seem to me like it was a female voice and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. And then it almost felt like it was kind of like singing, if not singing, kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of melodic in a way. And so I didn't tell Kim about it because, I didn't want to freak her out or anything like that. And lately, that's been going on, and I've been getting a lot of ringing in my ears, and I don't know if that really means something, but April was the one that said, that means that maybe somebody's trying to communicate with you and stuff like that. So with these voices starting and everything, I was just like, I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to it, and I don't really tell Kim because Kim, one, she gets freaked out with these kind of things, and I mean, I don't want to freak her out whenever let's say I go, you know, she's home alone or something like that. I don't want her to have those thoughts in her mind, like, oh my gosh, you know, there's something here, and just freak her out, you know. But yeah, I heard it again yesterday, and I don't know what it is. So I don't know, maybe it's just me playing, you know, I'm just hearing things in the shower, but it's like, I get 1-2 times, but it's already been like 4 or 5 times that it's happened. So it's like, I don't know. And it's not the people upstairs, because you can tell when it's coming from upstairs, and it sounds like it's in, like, from the room, like directly from our room into the bathroom. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm not really gonna go and investigate what it is and try to find out. I'll just let it go out on its own. I'm not really trying to figure out what it is, you know? You guys, those chicken tacos are so good. This place is really good. And it's so close, and I don't know why. I've seen it a couple times, and I had passed by it a couple times, but never really thought to go to it until one of our friends, Veronica, she also works at the leasing center here at our apartment complex. She saw Kim in the parking lot, and then they started talking, and she said, oh, you guys need to try Rancho Villa. It's really, really good. And yeah, so far it's really good. I was just remembering the other day for some reason. I was reading comments, and a lot of people want me to talk about Mexican legends. Yes. And I will definitely talk about some Mexican urban legends and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you guys a couple stories right now that I heard from my mom. The first one has to do with my sister. And my sister Sandra, she's one of my older sisters. She lives in Mexico, actually. And when she was little, my mom said that she was a huge troublemaker. You know, she would go into the bathroom and, like, she would, you know, unroll the entire paper roll, like the entire toilet paper and stuff, and leave it all over the floor. So she would just, like, unroll it and then just leave it, like, you know, all over the place. She would leave her toys or break her toys, and she would make a mess. She would write on the walls with crayons. She would, you know, bring in dirt from outside and, like, rub it on the carpet, and, you know, just a bunch of shenanigans and stuff like that. And my mom, every time she would go and tell her, like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? And every time she was getting in trouble, my sister would just be like, well, the little man told me to do it. And my mom was just like, what little man? Like, what are you talking about? And she'd be like, yeah, the little man told me to do it. The little man told me to unroll all the paper. The little man told me to do this, told me to do that. And that was her story. That was always her thing. The little man told me to do it. So my mom was like, that's weird. And I guess she talked to somebody, and they said, oh, you know, it could be elves. And I'm like, that's crazy. But that's like one of like an urban legend, or, like, you know, one of those stories that you hear, is that there are elves in Mexico. And I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if it's just in Mexico. I don't know if in any other Hispanic cultures or in any other culture at all. If you guys, you know, are not Mexican and you guys believe in elves, or, like, you guys have been told about elves in your culture, then go ahead and comment down below. Let me know, because I would like to know what other cultures have that similar belief in that, you know. So there are a lot of places in Mexico, or, like, a lot of areas where they do believe in elves and stuff like that. And my mom was like, oh, well, it was an elf, you know, like an elf would come in and talk to my sister and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really believe that. I think for those kind of things, I wouldn't believe it until I actually physically saw one. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I would have to go to Mexico and to those places where supposedly elves are at, and I would have to try to get some evidence, because I don't know. Ghosts are different, but elves and stuff like that, I don't know. That's a little different. Maybe you guys have had experiences like that, or you know somebody that did, but I don't really fully believe in that. But I like it. It's creepy, you know, having a little elf or a little old man, like, come up to you, or to a kid or something, and, like, I don't know, it's just weird, you know. One of the other stories that my mom would tell me was, sorry you guys, I'm taking the tortillas off. Actually, you know what, I'll leave it. Why not? So my mom had an uncle that would go and get drunk all the time. He would go to bars, he would stay out late, he would get drunk, and he would come home, you know, all intoxicated and stuff. And it happened all the time. So one day, when he was coming home from the bar, it was really late. He was walking home or whatever, and he saw this lady, or at least it looked like a lady because he didn't see the face, he just saw the back. And it was just this girl, or like the figure of a girl with long black hair. And so obviously, you know, he's drunk, so obviously he's a little, you know, a little happy, maybe a little bit, you know, trying to get it on or something, I don't know. And he's like, starts talking to her like, hey, you know, like, why are you out here all by yourself? Like, it's late. So the girl doesn't say anything, and she just walks. Like, she just continues to walk and to walk and to walk and to walk. And I think kind of like making signs for him to like follow her. And so he does, you know, because he's drunk and he wants to get it on or something, I don't know. So he walks towards the figure, and the figure literally guides him into the woods. Like, after a while, he was just like, yo, where am I going? He kind of like snapped out of it. He's like, where am I going? Why am I following you? And just turned around, he's just like, I'm in the middle of the woods. And so he stopped, you know, he still saw the figure. So he just like, he's like, whatever, like, I'm getting closer. And literally when he put his hand on her shoulder and turned her around, the girl like turned around and flipped her hair, and it was the face of a horse. And I guess after that, like, he turned pale, he panicked, he ran straight home. He was like knocking on the door, like, you know, like if something was like after him and everything, they let him in, and he couldn't speak. Like he literally couldn't speak for like about a week because that's how terrified he was from that incident. And so I don't know if, see, I don't know. See, those kind of stories, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you were drunk and you saw something. But then again, it's like, maybe it was just something to try to teach you a lesson. Like, hey, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's bad. Why don't you stop? And yeah, after that, he stopped drinking. Like, he stopped drinking, or like at least going to bars and getting drunk and coming home late. Like, he wouldn't do that anymore since that incident. So I guess it helped him in that way. But I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just very hard for me to believe that unless I actually saw it. But then again, I don't know if I would ever want to see something like that. You know, I would probably poop myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be terrified. I'd be horrified. But now that I'm thinking about that, what if the lady that I told you, or the figure that I told you guys that I saw back in my old apartment, never saw the face or anything like that, you know, like a hooded figure or whatever. What if that figure, you know, was something similar? I don't know. What if I would have gone up to it and I would have tapped her on the shoulder, or tapped it on the shoulder, turned around and had like this messed up face or a horse face? I'd be the same way. Like, I'd probably run for my life and I'd be terrified about it. Like, I don't know. But I guess that's one of the stories. And I've actually heard it. I actually looked it up, and I've actually seen some stories of that's actually happened to some other people. But I don't know. I mean, that's just scary to me. It's creepy. But I don't know if like I said, I don't know if I truly believe in it unless I actually saw it. But then again, no, I'm good. That's a no for me, bro. Oh man. Hey guys, this is so good. Torta is bomb. I'm gonna have one more asada taco. And 10 things on a light note. We'll talk about children, because last night Kim and I were watching BuzzFeed, and they did a video where they gave some of the people there that work at BuzzFeed, they gave them a book that had a bunch of creepy things that kids have said. And some of the creepy things were like, I'm trying to remember some of them. But I was just like, oh, if my kid, or if my niece, or if like Kim's niece, or anybody that's a little kid or something came up to me and said any of these things, I would have been, I don't know. That's scary as hell. Oh yeah, one of them was like, I guess this kid went up, told his aunt, he was like, I want to be a doctor because I want to see children die. And I was just like, oh man, that's dark. See, what do you say in that situation? Like, do you laugh it off? Are you just like, what do you do, you know? If you guys have kids, or if you guys have nieces or nephews that have ever said anything creepy, go ahead and let me know what it is, because I was just like, man, I don't know what I would do in that situation. Like, what do I say, you know? What was another one? This girl was at summer camp, or this girl was at a camp, and there was this kid who was jumping on the bed and then onto her. And he's like, oh, like, stop. You're gonna kill me. And then I won't be able to play with you. And then the little kid was literally looked at her dead in the eye and was like, no, but I can play with you. I was just like, what the hell, dude? Like, where do these kids learn these things? Like, movies? Like, I don't know. But I think when it comes to kids, I think kids creep me out. Not in that way, but, or like, not, like, obviously, you know, when we have kids, when Kim and I have kids, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm creeped out. But, like, let's say, oh, there's a little girl that haunts this house or something. For some reason, that would seem a little bit more creepier, or a little bit creepier, than like if, oh, this old man haunts this house. And yeah, it's still creepy, but I don't think it's as creepy as like a kid haunting a place. I don't know. I just find that very, very, very creepy for some reason. Or like kids, I don't know. Like there's just something about ghost kids and stuff like that. That's just very, it's creepy, you know? Oh, that was good. These little tacos are the bomb. And I love places. This place was actually really good. Like at parties, you have like the taquero there, straight up just like making tacos, and they're like these little fun-sized tacos. Oh, that's the best. Or let's say you go out with friends, and I know a lot of places. I know there's one in Newport. It's next to Goat Hill Tavern. I don't know if you guys go there. It's a bar, and literally it just posts. It's just posted there. So everybody that comes out from the bar, like at 1:30 or 2 a.m., just straight up goes and buys tacos. But I think that's like the best time, when you just go and you randomly say, hey, I'm gonna eat a bunch of tacos. Oh, that's when they taste the best. Well, you guys, it's that time of the video where I have to say goodbye. Makes me sad. But I'll see you guys again soon. Definitely go ahead and try this place out. It's called Rancho Viejo. In Huntington Beach. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I love reading your guys' comments and answering back whenever I get the chance. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.